COD Rec League Thursday night pre-made division here in the quarterfinals for the summer league of MW3. I am Wolfie. I have CK next to me. CK, how are we feeling tonight?
Feeling great tonight. Excited for a double cast week from the boy Wolfie and CK. Excited to see what Call of Duty we've got here. We casted 2 bronze matches on Tuesday, and tonight we've got gold and a silver. So maybe a little bit more higher skilled players in this lobby. So excited to see what both these teams bring to the table as we're looking to get started tonight on a Rio hardpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. I always love seeing those higher skilled players when I'm casting. We are starting off with the Silver 2 bracket today. We do see a bronze team versus a silver team, so hopefully some redemption from that bronze side. And that bronze side is going to be the London Royale with Cheese, and the Paris Letdowns are going to be that lower silver team. But so far, Paris Letdowns with a great P1, about 30 seconds off there, and this rotation. Sorry, no, not the rotation towards P2, so they're gonna have to fight here for some time. London Royale with Cheese are set up, but Paris are shutting them down with 2-piece unanswered, and Snatch able to find a lead, pick up 1. Unfortunately gonna fall, and Paris Letdown are in control of the hill.
Yeah, it's just been a very mixy P2 so far. We saw a really good rotation out of the London Royale with Cheese, but we saw some big gunfight wins there on the side of the Paris Letdowns, and we're just seeing a pretty back and forth P2 here. A lot of times you can see a lockdown, or you see this mixiness on P2. But the London Royale with Cheese, ultimately, they're still going to have these back spawns. They're looking to kind of pinch out these players. And we see number 8 from the side of Paris Letdown getting that early rotation. And it looks like number 1, Cerebral here, is going to be looking to contest that. But all the Paris Letdown players are off spawn. They're all rotating over here. They're getting set up for this P3, looking to lock it down to extend their lead.
Yeah, the London were able to get that P2, get a bunch of time there, so they are going to pretty much even it up going into this P3, pretty much resetting the score here as Paris do have that set up towards P3, and this can definitely be the money hill on Rio here. We see name I'm not even going to try to pronounce right now. I have to think about that off mic for a minute, but Mr. K going absolutely huge, and we see Snatch with a nice play here in the back. Is still Paris still spawning towards that armor side. Snatch unable to pick up the kill there. Paris with 3 down. Last player alive was Twin in the hill, unfortunately going to fall, so that's a reset for the side of London, and the side of Paris pretty set up here on this P3 so far ahead.
Yeah, really solid P3 hold here from the Paris Letdowns, and we see an early rotation coming over from the boxes side, but T Diddy is able to win that gunfight, and he may be looking to push out the boxes side of the map, but instead he's Challen Hill is going to get picked off, and we're going to see a little bit of a spawn flip here, so we could see a nice little chain from the side of the London Royale with Cheese, but Paris Letdowns winning the gunfights on new, and they're looking to get set up here, as we've seen a very, very close start to this Rio. Both teams very, very close here. Only a 17-point lead for the side of the Paris Letdowns after a very early start. But the London Royale with Cheese, they're all coming off spawn. They're going to have to fight through the back here and fight through boxes in order to break this P4, which can be so devastatingly hard with players picking up boxes from the armor truck and just sitting in hill. It can be a big nuisance. So see a little bit of a back and forth here so far. We see Twin kind of trying to make a wrap, able to get a kill there, and looks like the London Royale Cheese are going to secure a good chunk of this scrap time unless T Diddy has something to say about it, but he's going to get picked off, and looks like London is going to secure this scrap time, and we're going to be looking on that rotation over to P5 early on now.
Yeah, we do see number 7 there, and we'll make them calls. He's getting that call towards that rotation here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get 2 there, but London able to secure the last scrap time, about 15 seconds there on that P4 as we do start rotating towards this P5. It is a little mixy so far. We do see Eli here. He spots 1 player bridge, able to pick up that kill, and Kobe is able to pick up another kill towards bridge. Unfortunately, going to fall. The Prowler is going to get a great 2-piece. Make that a 3-piece. Is he going to get the 4? Unfortunately, not. We have calls there picking up that kill, able to secure some of this time, but all of Paris are off spawn. London should have pretty easy kills here coming as the Paris let them start to rotate towards the hill. Calls able to pick up 1 on the hill, make that 2 with the help of calls. Unfortunately, going to eventually fall to Cerebral. This is getting pretty mixy here as spawns are kind of just everywhere. We see players spawning on both sides of the map for the side of Paris, with London spawning right behind Kobe there in the back. But London are in control right now. They should have a couple seconds kind of free as they are kind of just wanting to advance their lead heading here into the second rotation.
Yeah, and we mentioned it a lot on Tuesday, and we'll mention it again throughout the night tonight, but some of these newer maps, the second rotation is really the big part of this map if you're talking about the hard points. pretty close throughout the first rotation here, 30-point lead from the side of the Paris Letdown, but all it takes is one team on the second rotation kind of figuring stuff out, and we see a lot of big gaps open up. So we're going to see if the Paris Letdowns can kind of continue to extend their lead, or if the London Royale with Cheese are going to be able to make a comeback and start running through there. Really good flank there coming in, but it gets red. That's going to be 3 down from the side of the London Royale with Cheese. That's going to be all 4 coming off spawn. So Paris Letdowns off to another strong start in the P1. I'm looking at Cerebral and Little make them calls, both performing very well for their teams so far. Kind of continue to watch both of those players as we go throughout this map.
Yeah, Paris Letdown are really just playing well. You do have a couple players kind of standing out. Paul's 20 and 13 so far, kind of making a name for himself here in this match. And from the side of London, you know, we do see Cerebral kind of doing that for his team. So kind of looking for those players to keep it up throughout this match. But you kind of need some of those other teammates to step up, maybe help you out, help in the kills department a little bit. You can't necessarily slay everybody at once, but here's Calls just proving me wrong once again, able to pick up another 3-piece. Prowler, the other person who can pick up a triple here for his team, unfortunately gonna fall there to T Diddy. There's London gets some interesting spawns towards the back. I'm not exactly sure how they were able to do that. I don't know if there was a flanking player or not, but London with that great P2 break so far, 15 seconds. They should have a little bit of time here, and Paris Letdowns are pretty much up ramp already, ready to fight. T Diddy with a great 2-piece. Cerebral able to pick up 1, but not able to do too much damage, and Paris able to get the rest of those London players as they're still spawning there towards the back as London start to increase their lead here.
Yeah, the Paris Letdowns off to a really strong start here. We saw that interesting spawn come through the side of the London team, and I think that was just because they had some players pushed up ramp side, and one of the London players just ran kind of straight through the lobby area and got that flip early on. But some really good slaying from the side of the Paris Letdowns, and we see number 7. That's Little Make Them Calls, the boy that's doing everything on the map right now. He's off on an early rotation. He's going to make all 3 of his teammates spawn there with him, so this could be huge, or it could be devastating if they don't pick up Twin here and some of these other players around the hill. So we're going to see a pretty mixy start here, and London is probably going to secure these back spawns now, and the Paris Letdowns are all going to spawn out. So some of that good timing there with some of his players spawning up on top of them, they just weren't quite prepared for the gunfights, and they're going to be having to fight through P1 and through the escalator and Zig side of the map, as well as bridge, to kind of break this hill. And from the side of London, if you secure the full 60 on this hill, and you kind of get that early rotation over to P4, like we see a lot of teams chain those 2 hills together, they could be looking to get right back in this game, if not get a possible lead as well. So good stuff from the side of Prowler. They're able to pick up 2, and the rest of his teammates are just able to kind of help him out, pick off the rest of the players as we're looking over towards this rotation over to P4. Number 4, that Snatch is already set up, but he's going to have a big hand in front of him, having to deal with all these players. But the flank coming from Twin, able to pick off 1. Now the players are going to be looking for him. He gets 2. Does he know the last player's boxes? He does now. The rest of his team is kind of converging around and may be able to help support him, but Mr. K is able to get a big kill there as well. So, side of London, early hold of this hill, and they're looking to bring that deficit down just a little bit more.
Yeah, the one side of London, they really brought that back. There's that P3 pop. They were able to get a lot of time there, but Paris able to get this break in towards P4. This P5 and P1 are going to be extra large for the game. We'll see how it works, but so far Paris in control of this P4. Twin looking to make a breakthrough boxes here, able to pick up 1, not able to see the person behind the box with Eli. Do see some beatdowns going down towards Orange here. We do see a cruise missile invested from Snatch. Unfortunately, not able to pick anybody up. Able to get some callouts towards his team, but Cerebral unfortunately going to fall towards that boxes side. And London are kind of just giving up this time here, heading towards that P5, trying to get rotation set up, and trying to really just get set up on me. They need some good time here. They're going to be down about 60 points or so heading into this P5. So a full 60 here is pretty much exactly what you need to get into it. Any time lost here and lost towards P1 is going to be pretty devastating to your game. And so London here, they are set up pretty well so far. No one's quite in the hill. We finally see someone hop in there at Prowler. Be careful not to stare glitch there. Don't call yourself lunchtime or anything. But we do have someone eventually making it up that bridge side. Unfortunately going to fall. Cerebral able to get in here with 1. Calls, investing that cruise missile. Wise for his team. Let his team get set up. We do have some knowledge on where players are. And we see Eli trying to get through this lobby and just make some disruption in response.
Yeah, Eli played great from his life here, able to get off 2, and he's going to keep being a nuisance back there. He's going to get found, but ultimately it's going to lead to the side of Paris Letdown still getting quite a bit of this time here, and London is going to need to get this scrap time, and they've got only one player in P1 right now. From the side of the Paris Letdown, they're also not really pushing into P1, so not a lot of control from either team into the P1 area. It looks like Paris may just be kind of playing this a little bit passive, trying to hold some of the crosses and some of the angles from the flanking players to keep that P2 spot as they're looking to, if they can't close it out here in the P1, close it out in the P2. As we know, a lot of players can lock that P2 down pretty well. But side of London, they're in this hill first. They've got a pretty decent setup with some of their teammates spread around. We see number 7 and number 8 both making a flank. We're going to see if number 3 is able to pick them up here. Looks like he may have spotted them in the back, so he's kind of running around the back of P3 looking to hold off these players. And we see some team kills coming down.
Yeah,
so
unfortunately, the lobby looks to be breaking here. Unfortunately, due to CRL rules, there's really not much you can do once it's this far in the game. So the side of Paris really just need to get to that hill. But with that breaking, Paris kind of able to push their way in. Unfortunately, these team kills and things like that from London aren't going to do anything, but Paris continue to have this hill. London are looking to make a run at it here, so we got about 16 seconds left for the side of Paris. They are double stacking on the hill. One able to push out towards lobby. Unfortunately, going to fall here from the side of London. They got to run. They got about 10 seconds. They do have this little rotation over towards P2, towards gate side with Cerebral. Unfortunately, fall to Kobe. Is going to get this push up. We got one player left from London here, and that's going to be kind of it for the side of London. We do have kind of one last push coming in here for Prowler. Can he make any big plays here? He is able to pick up one. He's able to see the guy towards gate. Not able to quite get that thing, but we do see a great 3-piece, then a 4-piece coming through. Side of London are in with a break. Paris only need 4 seconds to break, so you got to be perfect when you run out.
Yeah, this is going to be a really difficult hold from the side of London, but Cerebral's the last player left. He's going to need to go big here. We've got some overwatch from Prowler now. He's going to have to get this player out of time or contest. He's able to get in, able to get the kill, going to get contested again, going to get taken down, and that's going to be map number 1 to the side of the Paris Letdowns. We got a little close there with some of that in-game problems that we had with the server. London Royale was able to bring that back in, and unfortunately, just with some of the mixiness of P2, neither team was really able to lock down the majority of the time there. So ultimately, the Paris Letdowns being so close. 2 of this silver bracket quarterfinals match against the Paris Letdowns versus the London Royale with Cheese. We're loading into a 6-star search and destroy here. We apologize for the little bit of the delay. Wolfie, you want to kind of break down what was happening there for us after this round's done?
Yeah, absolutely. After this round's done, but so far we got Kobe and T Diddy getting a great 2-piece there towards the side of you. Snatch able to pick up one there, even that out to a 2v2 here. Eli's going to get that trade or that kill, eventually trade on that team. It's going to be a 2v1 here with Cerebral 1v2ing here. He's back wide office here. Side of Paris, they maybe know what's going on. Maybe they don't. Bomb's going down A. Cerebral's got a good chance here to clutch this up with these players being separated.
Yeah, Cerebral, he throws that stun over to get the check, so he might have given Paris the info that he's over here, but we see T Diddy kind of exposing himself there. They're definitely going to know he's back in this office area, and we see number 4 making a good play here to pinch off Blue, but Cerebral gets a big read there and a big win, so now we're left in a 1v1 with about 20 seconds left to defuse the bomb. So can Cerebral get this done? He's looking for this player long. He kind of knows that he's going to be there. He might catch some good timing here. He does. Wow. He gets the win, and he's going to get the defuse. What a play by Cerebral there. Just a great round out of him there for that 1v2 clutch.
Yeah, he really got some great timing there on that player towards stairs. But as for last map on Rio Hardpoint map 1, we had a little bit of a server error, a little bit of some lag going on between these two teams. CRL handbook states after that time, when everything happens, everything ends. You play from a score differential, and the Paris Letdowns just didn't want to replay the map. They felt like they won the map, so they went ahead and refused to play it and forfeited, and so that's why London is up 1-0 here. But this is a new map. London's up 1-0 again here in the search and destroy here, so they're looking to come out hot after that win they got through map 1. And kind of on the back of Cerebral there with a great 1v2 that really gives you some confidence going into the rest of the map.
Yeah, lots of confidence going throughout the rest of this map. We see a nice nade off the rip by Calls there. He's able to make another play, get another kill, and he may get some timing here. He does. He gets a third. What a gunfight win from him there. Just caught him just in time with the gun out, and he almost gets the ace, but he gets picked up by Snatch there. Snatch is just kind of running throughout the map. He's kind of just trying to get lost. Ultimately going to get found by T Diddy, and a solid bounce back round from the side of the Paris Letdowns there.
Yeah, Call's really making all the plays for his team there. Able to pick up three, almost able to get that ace on the round, but unfortunately, Snatch going to take him down there. But the side of Paris, a good comeback there on that defensive round for 6-star here. Able to tie this up 1-1. It looks like we have a pretty even match coming in here to game number 2. Fortunately, I don't have proper maps and modes for you guys to talk about those in between games, but we're going to go ahead and stick right here on this 6-star, see what's going on here. But honestly, keys to success for 6-star, really this A site, as long as you can lock this down and you can watch all the angles that you need to, it's a great site. We do see a great Kobe coming in from Kobe. Sorry, that was terrible.
That was terrible.
But Paris Letdowns with the player advantage, even after these trades coming down from Cerebral. Snatch did not see the bomb planter on A there. Probably going to be picking himself for that one. But Kobe hiding here in the bushes, able to take a gunfight, but no kills coming down. Just some damage happening here on the site. Left with Snatch and Cerebral. Cerebral able to pick up one, make this into a 2v2. T Diddy able to find that kill on Cerebral, left with a 1v2 in Snatch here. Not able to pick up the kill with T Diddy with a great 2-piece there on Statue, able to make that 2-1 for the side of Paris.
Yeah, great just post plant setup there from the side of the Paris Letdowns. We saw a gunfight going down. Kobe was able to kind of get out with his life there. We've seen some early nades coming across from the side of the Paris Letdowns, so we'll have to see if maybe London isn't getting those trophies down in time, or maybe if they're sitting a player that doesn't have a trophy at all by himself. But if they're going to keep getting first blooded just off of grenades and allow positioning to take place, it's going to be a hard round with 6-star and that A site. Whether you're on offense or defense, the pre-nades are there, and it can take out a player really fast. So Paris Letdowns here on the defensive side of the map. We got calls looking to get aggressive Statue already, taking some shots at a player top office, and it looks like Paris maybe trying to converge pretty fast here towards the mid side of the map, as we see the London Royale with Cheese kind of playing it pretty slow, waiting for some aggression to come through, but ultimately it doesn't look like Paris are going to fall for it right now, as they're just kind of setting up around this A point, just waiting for the London Royale to make the first mistake, as they're looking to take a 3-1 lead here in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, and Paris have done a great job here on this defensive layout here. Number 4 has all eyes on that B bomb site. He can see everything. Number 2 is covering that mid cross. So Paris know exactly that these players are not going B. We do eventually see one spotted towards that B, and London are able to pick up these kills here towards Paris. So the players just kind of waiting. Kobe not able to spot the guy through the smoke. Prowler able to pick up the last kill, and then T Diddy going to be last alive towards B.
Yeah, T Diddy left in a 1v4 here. Really tough spot if you're him, and he's on a streak, so he's on a 3 streak. So he may look to maybe catch a player off, get a kill, maybe try to get out, but it looks like he might be getting aggressive. But all 3 of the players are turning on him. He's going to get found out. The streak's going to go down, and that's going to be a tied up map here from these 2 teams. So it's another solid post plant setup from the side of the London Royale Cheese. They got the early picks there and never gave up their advantage. So good round from the London Royale Cheese to tie up this map number 2, 2-2.
Yeah, teams are kind of just going back and forth here, with London getting the first round, Paris getting the next 2, and then London finally getting back this round as well. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty close match here on 6-star. 6-star is one of the newer maps with S&D. We're still kind of saying that towards the end of the year, one of the most recent maps added. And so S&D strats for some teams just aren't really there. We do see a fight coming down here. Tunnel T Diddy not able to get that trade, but able to get some information. Kobe eventually able to pick up that kill, and Eli's going to give his team the life advantage, but Snatch is making a great play through tunnel here. Able to pick up one, not able to see the other on site, but Kobe does spot him out, knows exactly where he is, and Eli is going to get that great kill towards mid, and Snatch is kind of left here in a bad situation, and Paris able to take that round. Kind of a little weird round, but Paris able to take it.
Yeah, Paris, they got really aggressive on that Statue side. Luckily enough for them, Statue was only able to see one of their players and get that pick, and they were ultimately able to get some good timing there mid, with Eli picking up that guy watching the mid cross, and then Calls was just kind of tracking down Snatch there to look for that kill to get the final. Or that wasn't Calls, that was T Diddy, was it not? My apologies. But 3-2 lead for the side of the Paris Letdowns here as they're loading into the defensive side of the map. They're going to be looking to kind of keep their play towards that A site with the solo player of calls there, sending 1 mid and 2 towards that B side of the map. And it looks like we're seeing a switched up play from the side of the London Royale with Cheese, as we're able to see 2 kills go down middle of the map and towards the Tiki. And ultimately, all 4 go down very fast. Quick round, bounce back, tied up 3-3 again. We love this bouncing Call of Duty back and forth where both these teams very evenly matched, and this map has potential to go all the way.
Yeah, we love seeing it from the caster perspective, but from the player's perspective, holding that controller, going back and forth is just a nerve-wracking feeling. You feel like you gotta win the rounds right after you lose them. You feel like you don't have any breathing room. So keep an eye on that as the kind of the players progress into here. If one team starts to take over, this would definitely be the time. You go up 4-3, you can make it up 5-3, and kind of put some pressure on the other team to do something. Looks like the side of Paris are going to be going towards that A side. The side of London are going to get some info that they are here. Trophies are down, blocking some tactical. We do see a gunfight going down towards Tunnel, and that's going to be Cerebral. Able to get that first blood once again for the side of London. I believe London are way ahead here in the first bloods. It seems like Paris haven't really gotten much from the side, but they are making a good rotation over towards B. But the side of London have read this perfectly. They got players kind of watching this mid cross here. No one making a push just yet. We do see some coverage towards the B side. And Prowler with a great position up top.
And Prowler's able to pick up a big 2-piece there. Way to stay patient on that hop-up area. Then he's also able to pick off that player. So it's going to be Eli here, left in a 1v3 or a 1v4 against the side of the London. And Cerebral is over here on the A side by himself. Eli's going to pick up that kill, but now we start to see the rest of the London just trying to just rotate over and look for that cross, and he's going to have a really tough spot here. He's planting down the bomb. Prowler's going to check him long and get that kill. So 4-3 to the advantage of the London Royale with Cheese as we're moving into round number 8 here. Really good Call of Duty, really good patience out of them there. They kind of stacked up mid, watched the cross, were able to get some info. They send in one player to get an early pick, and then ultimately, as the Paris team is there, bombs down in a bad spot, you're kind of scrambling, and then Prowler just gets a really nice 2-piece there on the second player that was chowing him wood stairs. So they're looking to push this map to a 5-3 advantage for them on the offensive side of the map, and we're going to see kind of what their play looks like right now. Looks like they're going back towards the B side of the map, so we're going to see what happens here, as it looks like the Paris Letdown are kind of ready for it as they're stacking all their players through middle and watching the cross over towards that hut side P2 of the map. We see the first kill go the way of Snatch from the blue side of the map, and Kobe here is in a really good spot to possibly make a play, or just kind of play patient and wait for one of these London players to make the first mistake.
Yeah, and for the side of London, you got Prowler and Snatch both on streaks here. If you can get that cruise missile this round, or if you potentially lose this round, just play your life here and get those streaks. That could be huge going into the later part of the round here. But Paris Letdown need to clutch up a 2v3 here. We do see Kobe. He's able to spot Snatch, not quite able to get that kill, so it's going to be a little awkward for both players. Prowler putting that bomb down. Not quite yet. Let's see if Colson gets a great time. He does not see him, nor does he see the player Wood, and that is going to be Cerebral able to pick that up with Kobe left in a 1v3 here to prevent the side of London from getting to match point.
Yeah, and from the side of London, they played some just really good Call of Duty as they're able to win this round. Not losing their advantage ever in the round. I mean, every time they're getting a first blood, it seems like they're capitalizing on it. So really good Call of Duty from their side. From the Paris Letdowns, you're looking at a possibility to go down 2-0 early in the series. So this round number 9 here is going to be big from them. They need to really capitalize here to start making a little bit of a streak happen, and maybe bring this back to go to around 11 and possibly win this S&D. They're going to be on the offensive side of the map. So we're going to see if they decide to keep pushing their statue side, which it looks like they are, and they're going to be looking to take this A site over from the side of London. They're going to have 2 players over here stacked up. It's Snatch and it's going to be Cerebral. So an AR and an SMG kind of posted up here. Twin playing that U position, and Prowler in U is going to get picked off early from T Diddy. So early run advantage to the side of the Paris Letdowns. They're able to pick off a second kill, and this looks like it's a possibility for a really good round here from the side of Paris if they're able to keep their advantage. We see Eli getting taken down mid. Both these players from the side of the London Royale with Cheese are through that middle of the map. Kobe's going to read it. He's able to pick up one. He's going to play his life, and Twin is ultimately left in a 1v3. Going to get taken down. Great round win from the side of the Paris Letdowns. We saw one kill kind of get loose on him from that one player that was kind of left rotating by himself throughout the map. But those three player statues did a really great job of playing their lives there, and ultimately able to win that round with the bomb planted.
Yeah, Paris getting that first kill is kind of massive for them. Able to put some pressure on the side of London as the defensive team to kind of do something, maybe go to get a little aggressive, and it hurts him in the end. And so Snatch and Prowler both die on those streaks. Not going to have any streaks for them this game. It doesn't look like we're gonna have it from the side of Paris, so it's going to be all guns and nades for the rest of the game here. We do see maybe some fights happen towards middle here. We've seen this almost every round, and London have seemed to come on top every single time. T Diddy doesn't spot Cerebral there in that little pool spot, but we do still kind of see some of those mid-map presences. The side of London are starting to swing that bomb back over towards A. The side of Paris are pretty spread out, but a couple of them are playing together towards B. So this could be huge for the player who's under tunnel. He's going to spot Twin, is able to get that kill, and he's going to be able to get out here.
Yeah, and another really solid kill from Calls mid-map, playing patient, waiting for that player U. And once again, back and forth with these teams, we're going to see Cerebral left in a 1v4. And it seems like every single round is a 1v4 or a 1v3 for either one of these teams. They're going to know Cerebral's P2 after some shots are taken down. He's going to pick off the first player back, Tiki. Does he get the gun timing here? He does not. Calls wins that gunfight. We're tied up 5-5. We're going to round 11. What team is going to win this map? We really have no idea right now, honestly. It could go either way right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Paris has got the momentum coming in from those last few rounds, able to win those, tied up to a round 11 here with London being on 5 for a couple rounds. So I would have to swing to the side of Paris. They're gonna have to make another offense work. And from the side of London, they've really been giving away the first bloods recently. They were doing a super good job of that the first half of the game, but kind of towards this latter half, been failing to get some of these first bloods. So really got to get a first blood and just play defensive here. We do see nades coming down here. No trophy systems for the side of London, so this could be a bang out pretty quick here from the side of Paris and London. We do see one kite fight coming down from the stairs. Unfortunately, all three players of London Paris are on site, so this could be pretty dangerous from him. T Diddy is able to pick up one kill, not able to pick this. Eli able to get the kill on Prowler, left the Twin in a 1v3 here, able to pick up the first kill towards that U side, man, 1v2, and not impossible here as Kobe's getting this track down. Unfortunately, Twin is going to fall, and that's going to be Paris Letdowns up with a little bit of the half sail or so to get that round 11 win on this game 2 on 6-star S&D, able to tie up that series 1-1.
Yeah, great map from the side of the Paris Letdowns there, being down 5-3.
3 here in our first series of the night between the Paris Letdown and London Royale with Cheese. Map set is 1-1 right now, so this control is going to be a big opener for one of these teams here. We do see the side of Paris Letdowns. They are on attacking first here on the invasion control. Unfortunately, back to this horrid map to cast, but London looking to do something here on defense, but Paris on A already. They do have one tick. Second tick coming in very quickly here, as they are going to get that second tick and third tick on the way already.
Yeah, great hot start from the side of Paris. We see Prowler here, kind of one of the last players to be able to make a chance at this. Snatch was not able to get into the point in time. So we see the A point already captured, 2:20 left on the clock. First tick on B's already gone. 2 players stacked on point. We see the third and the fourth players coming up quick. London, if you're paying any attention to this map, you got to start running, because this tick is gonna this round is gonna go by real fast here. So they're gonna find some early picks, and that's really gonna be it. I mean,
that's the round. That's it. Okay.
That was a
cool.
45-second offensive round from Invasion. That's pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think Paris are kind of in the same boat that we are. We don't want to see this map anymore, so they're heading to get right off of it. Great round from the side of Paris, though. Kind of all jokes aside, that's being able to get to that A point, having a stack. You don't see most teams doing that. Sometimes you see people who are just want to get those kills, but Paris dedicated to getting that stack on A. They get A really quick, and then that player who died off of A actually just spawns right up ice cream towards B. London never really got any map presence on the map, so they weren't able to spawn them back towards Palace. So they just pretty much had a free B capture as well. And on this offense, London's really got to do something. That is 3 down. Last players towards that B dom, make them calls. He's going to be able to get 2. That's going to kind of slow the progression here on A, but we do see 2 players on A already as Calls is looking to make some gunshots. He is able to get 1. They are able to get the 2nd, and I do not believe they got that tick on A. So from the side of London, that is pretty rough after getting 3 dead off rip. We do see Kobe here trying to push up for his fire truck. He's going to get some great timing on Snatch here. Snatch unable to get that flick kill, but that is the A tick pretty much all gone now with Paris getting that depletion over there. But the side of London, they are back on this B site. They do have a minute left on the time, so they're looking to make something happen.
Yeah, just a couple big kills there from the side of Calls, picking up exactly where he left off on Rio, hard point map number 1. It looks like we're basically seeding the B capture point here from the side of Paris Letdowns, so they're going to be looking to pick up some of these players. They're trying to rotate through. We see Kobe getting a big kill, but he's going to get picked off by Snatch, but ultimately that's going to lead to possibly being able to pick off some of these kills. And we see Calls and Snatch run right past each other. We see Twin trying to get set up on top of the gas. So this could get a little mixy here. They've got a little bit of everybody from the side of London just kind of all around this gas and tank area. We see Twin get a big kill in the back, doing a really good job of playing his life right now, kind of being a nuisance, is going to get picked off, and it's going to be Snatch being the only player left up. He's going to get teammated by Cerebral, who's in point. If Cerebral gets this big win here, he does. His teammates need to start rushing to kind of help him with the cross, but he's going to get picked off. There was nobody there to help him. So from the side of Paris Letdowns, you don't let them secure that tick. You're looking to kind of push up this A Street side of the map and get this spawn trap set up here on this American tank or bridge area.
Yeah, and I mean, we're all familiar with invasion control at this point. We've been playing it all year. You know, it takes a pretty big... pretty bad decisions on the defensive side to kind of lose a defense here, or really great plays on the attacking side. You kind of have one or the other. And you know, the side of London, they've made the plays they needed to. They just haven't been able to capitalize on those really crucial 1v1 gunfights, kind of opening up that map towards A. We do see another fight coming down here towards A. Unfortunately, it is going to be Cerebral to fall there. This is going to be Prowler left alive on the hill. Unfortunately, he is going to fall as well. So with 30 seconds left in London, all off spawn, you pretty much have one more push here, and you got to make it quick. The side of Paris are pushed up, getting some gunfire down towards that dark side. Call's able to pick up 1. Snatch going to fall on that backside, and that is probably going to do it for the round unless we see something miraculous happen. And the side of Paris, able to prevent that initial A tick, is probably going to do them very well here. And, you know, for this round, pretty easy round from the side of Paris. You know, that initial A tick was a little rough, but they were able to get those kills. And the side of London really not able to do super much. You would be normally pretty happy with 3 ticks, just kind of a standard round. But when your opponent wins the first round, it's 3 ticks doesn't feel too good.
Yeah, 3 ticks definitely doesn't feel too good. You're already down 2-0 in this map number 3. You're going to have to win a defensive round here and then at least win 1 offensive round. And if they can hold the Paris Letdowns to just 3 ticks or under 3 ticks, we may see a defensive round. 5 coming from their side. But after that dominant offensive round from the side of Paris let down on round number 1, they're going to be looking to make their way right back over to A and pick up exactly where they left off. We see 2 players, 3 players from Paris, or from the London team pushing directly to this point. Big first 2 kills to the side of Paris. 3rd kill going to get picked up. 1 player down. Calls is going to be able to pick up that last player middle from the side of London, and we're going to start to see these ticks starting to run down again and quickly if the London team is not able to get any sort of presence, and that's going to be the A point. Pretty much gone, unless if we see a big play from Prowler. He's going to give it up. They're going to give up the A point. That's going to be A captured again with 2 minutes left, and we see Eli doing the same exact play where he dies over on the A point, and he makes rotation over to help his team out. Kobe able to win a big kill there in the back. Twins push up through dark, may get some good timing here on one player. Does he read the player immediately behind him? Does not. Gets picked off, and that's going to be site control to the side of Paris. And we see number 4, T Diddy, pushed up into blue, may be able to cause some havoc here if the London team is not able to find him. Does preemptively shoot his gun. So there is a little bit of a back and forth here as this map's getting pretty messy throughout this round 3 already.
Yeah, the side of Paris did have 2 players stacked on there. One player's going to drop from Broken. Unfortunately, going to fall. We have 1 player left in T Diddy. They pretty much know exactly where he's at. We do hear Cruise Missile come down from T Diddy. Not able to get any kills here, but able to get some good info on where these players are. 1 player's just standing right next to him in Prowler and Snatch, and that we got 1 person Cerebral coming dark here. Able to pick up 1 kill. Is he able to pick up any more? And he's not. In the Paris Letdowns with a pretty quick 3-0 here on this invasion control, going up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, just a great invasion control. Pretty clinical there. I mean, we saw lots and lots of 3 and 4 deads without any trades from the side of London there.
That last map, Paris has got to be feeling pretty good. They really just walked over London the entire time. So they should be feeling pretty good here, and London should be kind of wanting to prove themselves here on this map number 4 and take it to a map 5.
Yeah, and we're seeing some really early aggression out of Kobe and the rest of the Paris Letdowns, and they're going to be met by some swift revenge in the event of a complete 4 wipe there. So they're looking to kind of set up around this P1 and hold it down. From the side of Paris, you're looking to break into this hill and keep some of your P2 spawns that you've got set up already. So nice little break from the side of Paris, but we see the London team kind of rotating back around. I think that was number 6, Prowler. He's able to flip out the spawns, able to get some of that presence over to that side of the map. But number 1, Calls, is making the same exact play. So we saw 1 flip, we're seeing it again, and now we're going to see a pretty heated P2 rotation here as 1 player gets taken down from the side of London, and it's going to be Twin left here facing 3 players. Going to get picked up, left to Snatch, going to get traded out as well. So Paris able to get some of that scrap time, pull the lead a little bit closer, and they're able to set up for this P2. We see Calls able to pick up 1 in the back, unable to get the next, and it's going to be a hit through the back from the side of London. And we may see a little bit of a mixy P2 here with a little bit of back and forth as London is trying to break through the backside of this hill and not through the front side like normal.
Yeah, if you're your side of London, you were set up on that P2, so it's going to be a little disappointing to lose those first 25 seconds or so. But they are set up here. They're going to be fighting people from the front. They do need to flip these spawns, get towards this P3 side. So we see number 8, Twin, looking to make a move towards mid. Unfortunately, going to fall to Eli there, as Kobe's still contesting old here, just looking to make a play, maybe pick up some of the scrap time. But so far, they're doing exactly what they need to from the side of Paris here, getting the kills they need, not letting London pick up that extra time towards that scrap. But we do see some interesting spawns happening here. We see London, they are spawning kind of that back white office side. Paris, we're kind of spawning towards that P2 side, so it's in a very interesting spawn here. That's going to be 3 down from the side of London. Last one on the point's going to be Calls. Fortunately going to fall to Prowler, so this is the time for London here. This can be a hill that you can hold pretty much all this time, as long as you get pushed up and proper. But Kobe and T Diddy working through in that 2-piece for the team.
Yeah, really good break from the side of London. They're able to get that early 4 wipe and secure the hill. And ultimately, they're going to win some of these secondary gunfights and fight off another wave. We see Snatch getting aggressive again. I love this play out of him as that submachine gun player. He's trying to take some presence, catch some of these players off spawn. Unfortunately, he's going to be met by the entire Paris Letdown team, but he's able to put some shots in, set up his teammates pretty good for another complete wipe. We see number 6 and number 5 already rotating over to the statue side of the map. So really hot start throughout this first rotation for the side of London, and they're going to be looking to make their way through mid-map, going to be able to pick up 2, and now they're going to have control. But the real question is, do they read Prowler over here? He's going to get some bad timing, but wins that gunfight. But they're going to be looking for him top white in office. They kind of know that's there. It's going to be up to Cerebral to make this flank here. They're going to take those gunfights. Ultimately, nice team trades there in order to win and break that hill. So now London's going to know that the Paris side is spawning on that waterfall side, and they're going to be getting their guns ready for some of these gunfights, chucking their stuns, chucking their nades when they have them. But again, we're just seeing a little bit of the back and forth here, some trades going down, and it's ultimately going to be Paris that comes out on top at the moment, as we see some of the players of London trying to make their way through mid to maybe contest this time.
Yeah, we saw In that Rio, um, really just back and forth, like pinstripe kill feeds the entire time. This map has been nothing but 3 and 4 pieces for each team back and forth. We've seen pretty much every single break on every hill, just the whole team wiping out the whole other team. London has definitely had their fair share of more 3 and 4 pieces here, as we're going to see another 3 in a row from the side of London, finally met by a fall from T Diddy, but Twin able to hold down middle. Just a little bit there by himself here as he's just holding that time for his team, and the London are up by a considerable amount. They're going to take about a 60-point lead here on the second rotation towards P1. Their submachine guns are going absolutely huge for them right now, and typically we don't point out anything bad, and I kind of felt bad for Twin. Map 1 wasn't really doing too good, but he is coming hot this map number 4.
Yeah, great bounce back from Twin. Had a rough time on that Rio. Gun's probably cold, not warmed up. The thumbs are a little sticky, but he is absolutely shooting this map, and he's getting some really good time to help out his team. So great bounce back map from the side of Twin, really helping the London team get out to this early lead that they've got early into the second rotation here. We see number 2, Kobe, maybe the player to kind of make the play here for the side of Paris, as he's able to get one in the back. These players are going to know he's here. Early gunfight shell, lines him up, unable to get either of those kills. We do see a team kill come in. Calls is going to get taken down as well. So now we're going to start to see the beginnings of this MWIII P2 as we see Snatch kind of playing in small bit. Is he going to get a T Diddy? T Diddy gets a big win. Now we're just in this back and forth battle, and we're going to see who comes out on top and is able to get the vast majority of this P2 hill time. London is in first, but the rest of the Paris Letdown team are all around. So it's just these back and forth battles again. From the side of London, you're not too concerned about that. Having a 40-point lead, contested time, and getting 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there, while not letting the Paris team get a vast majority of time is going to lead to you having success. We see number 7 may be able to slip the net here. Looks like number 3 is going to see him in the back. Number 4 is going to be waiting for him. He should get traded out here. And Paris Letdown are going to have an early rotation here to try to lock down this P3 hill.
Yeah, we saw this early rotation from the side of Paris last time, but London were able to come in and 4-piece them, and that's not something you can necessarily rely on. We see the lead from P1 to P4 pretty much stay the same at right about that 60 points. So from the side of Paris, you need to have a good hill here. Letting any time go to London can really get out of hand pretty quick, especially with there only being 4 hills on this map. They can kind of string together pretty quick, and the side of Paris, they haven't died in a while, and so they're doing exactly what they need to, just picking London right off the map.
Yeah, and we see Calls is on a 5 streak. He's been kind of doing the job of holding down White and holding down the back beats of tons. So he's going to be looking to pick up number 7 here to secure the cruise missile. Awkward gunfight. Unfortunately, going to get picked up. No cruise missile obtained. London kind of trying to fight around this hill. Looks like they may get some of this scrap time to kind of stop the Paris pushback that we've seen. But it's all going to be about this rotation over to P4. We only see 2 players from the side of London. All 4 players from the side of Paris there already. We see 1 kill going down to Snatch. The rest of the players from London are all trying to push through this middle U area. They're able to get another kill, and they're looking to break through U directly and disrupt this Paris team posted up on Statue. We may see a little bit of a play coming through White here. A player might get somebody in the back. He does. It'll be interesting to see what the spawns do here. It looks like we might have some parallels and then some players spawning out. So a little bit of hecticness that may not get read, but ultimately number 4, that's T Diddy is watching the deep flank. So really good play by him, playing patient. He's going to find Snatch in the back, and that's going to lead to good success there from the side of Paris. So they're looking up to make up this advantage and possibly take the lead from this P4 into our 3rd rotation hills.
Yeah, on the side of London, they've kind of slowed down here. Paris Letdowns really holding that majority of that P3, pretty much all of this P4. It looks like we might see a lead change in here in just a couple seconds towards the side of Paris. That's going to be the first time they've been in lead pretty much all game, and this is definitely the time to do it. This is where you can start swinging stuff together, rotating back towards that P1. London kind of slow here, so they're going to need to pick it up if they want to survive in the series.
Yeah, London needs to kind of get some guns going hot and break into this P1, get the vast majority of time, and kind of keep the P2 as well. So early 3 kills from them, able to wipe the side of Paris, and they're looking to set up, kind of post up on each angle of the map. I like this spread that they've got going on. Every player is watching different angles. Kobe's going to get a big two-piece, going to get traded out by Twin, and it's going to be left to a 2v2 here on point. One of the players is going to go on Prowler, left in the 1v1, runs out of bullets, gets some help from a teammate, and that should be scrap time, possibly to the side of the London Royale with cheese, and they've already got some players on the rotation over to P2, so they're looking really solid throughout this P1 and P2 rotation that we see here. Eli is going to be looking to make the play. He saw a player kiddie pool, going to take some shots. The player's not there. We're going to see if he kind of gets converged on. It looks like both these teams are kind of playing a little passive. Reed Cerebral to corner. What a gunfight win there. Great shots out of Eli. And we see kind of one player left all the way in the back, but he's not going to help his teammate spawn there. So they're going to have to break through the front. And now we're seeing those Paris player off spawn come through in the back spawns as well. So they're looking to kind of hold this from the front side, looking to get some of the aggression. Neither team can win here now, so we're going to go to a P3. But the team that has the vast majority of time has a good chance to do as the London team breaks in, and it may take most of the scrap time from P2 here.
Yeah, be on watch for a player from the Paris. They are currently spawning towards that P2 side. It does not look like they're winning these gunfights for Hill, and this is some huge time for the side of London. And they have those rotations. You see number 8 already sitting all the way back there towards back elevators. But the side of Paris are starting to make that rotate here. We see 3 players dedicating to getting towards New. And Paris last time were able to hold pretty much the entire P3. T Diddy kind of last alive here. He's got one more gunfight to loot to win. Unfortunately, not going to win it. And the side of London are here for this P3. They only need 15 to win. In the side of Paris, there's pretty much no one close.
Yeah, there's no one super close. We see a player die mid. We see a player going hop up, gonna get traded out. There's one player left, T Diddy, wood stairs. Able to get one, able to get 2. He's gonna break into the hill. Snatch is able to get a kill from behind, but we see one player from London spawning elbow. He's gonna pick up a kill in the back, and the rest of these London players are gonna be fighting through the front. Paris cannot win on this hill, but they do need to hold. London's gonna break in, and that should be the map win for London, unless if all their players go down here. And that's gonna be map number 4 to the side of London. We're going to game 5 on this first series of the night. Wolfie, are you excited? Because I am.
Yeah, absolutely. I love seeing some map 5 S&Ds. Things get pretty hectic. Players really don't know what to do when we get later in these series. They kind of tense up and really do.
So that's ultimately one of the big plays, is if a team can get an early offensive round win and then still capitalize on their defensive rounds, that's going to lead to good success here. Your AR players are going to be your prominent sources of impact on this map, but if there's a really good SMG player, they can kind of get lost sometimes in the middle DVD area of the map and can maybe make some plays. But so far, throughout this round number 1, as it's getting started, pretty passive play. We've seen some shots go down mid. We see a couple players just pretty much fanned out across the map. We see the Paris side's able to kind of slip the net here, as Snatch is the only player watching B, but he's watching from broken and didn't see the players run directly beneath him. So this bomb's going to get planted. He's going to be in a good spot to possibly make a play, but the entire Paris team is kind of lined up here around the ice cream tractor area. So really solid use of the timing there from the side of the Paris team, able to kind of slip the net and make it past, and it's going to be left down to Snatch and Twin in a 2v3 here, as we see the Paris team just kind of posting up all around this ice cream site. They're not looking to give away this round. Unfortunately, one of them is going to get picked off of that tractor side. That's going to be 2 down. It's left the T Diddy in a 1v2. He's just got to guard this bomb for 8 seconds. He's going to get picked off. Can one of the players get to the bomb? I'm not sure if that's going to get defused. I didn't get to see the swap.
You better get out of there if you're Twin. You don't know. But we're going to see right here. Is he going to get the bomb? He is not going to get that bomb defused there. Unfortunately, probably dropped that at about 7.4 or so. But man, close from the side of London. But you really just got some really unfortunate timing there from Snatch being their top broken. Just really didn't peak at all. I'm not exactly sure if he was waiting for someone to get into broken or what he was doing, but 3 of those Paris players just got to be for free. No fight, no nothing. So if you're, the side of London, you're probably kicking yourself there, but good offensive round from the side of Paris. They're going to be looking to combat this with a great defense here and maybe take it up 2-0. But if you're side of the London, or if you're at the side of London, you need to make something work. Watch out for that team nade coming in. Luckily not able to get anybody on his own team there. That could have been catastrophic here from the side of London, but it does look like they're going to be making their way towards this B site. Paris playing 3 people towards that A site, middle site, so it'll be interesting if Kobe sees anybody here.
Yeah, and I think from Snatch's perspective, being a submachine gun player myself on Invasion S&D, I find myself over in that broken B control area quite a bit. You can sit at that top and you kind of watch the DVD columns that arches push, but you don't see anything through the bottom B control. So if you don't have a player watching over B tank, which they didn't that last round, you're ultimately not going to see anything unless the players come up to check for you in broken and pairs, just kind of run straight through. They see that opening and they take it. We're seeing another solid round out of Paris there. They were able to kind of converge all across those players that were pushing up B Street, able to get their picks, get their trades, and they're going to lead this map 2-0 already. So really solid start from the side of Paris as they're looking to continue their season on in this silver bracket.
Yeah, looking good so far for the side of Paris. Really not looking like they had any opportunity to lose outside of that very first that round. They're getting pretty close to that timer, but able to get out of it. And it's really not about how you win, but just how many you win here in Call of Duty. And we see Paris kind of getting a reset here. It looks like they're going to be taking this bomb towards A. And the side of London playing a slightly different role here on this map, it looks a little bit. Able to see if anybody's crossing B initially. Nobody is. Prowler able to pick up 2 great kills towards middle. That's going to give his team the 4v2 advantage and really open up this map for his team to be able to kind of go wherever they want.
Yeah, really great start from the side of London. We see Snatch here trying to get active. They know that these players are kind of back in this rugs and gas area. So he's kind of looking around, looking to make the play. We see Twin watching the deep cross A. Ultimately, this is just a really great setup, kind of watching all the angles. Great round out of the London team. They're able to play their trades, not get too aggressive on the map, and just pretty much watch every single cross. So really solid bounce back round there. On the defensive side of the map, they're going to be looking to take an offensive round here to even up this series. We saw him get pretty aggressive towards that B Street side on the last round. We missed some things as I was sitting here yapping about Snatch's positioning in the first round. We're going to see if they decided to make a similar play, but they kind of stalled out around that B control side, and one of the players from the Paris team was able to hit the flank through DVD and pick up 2 kills pretty easily. So from the side of London, they're looking to kind of play passive off the get-go and see maybe where this map opens up. As they're going to get the first blood from Twin there, they're kind of making their way towards this A side. They're going to pick up a second kill, and they've only got 1 player left in Cafe to worry about as the other player is stuck on the B side of the map right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a good start from the side of London. Really take that man advantage. They should have a free A plant here. They're going to get that bomb down, really reduce that timer to 45 seconds here. And the side of Twin, he's in a great position here. He's going to spot Kobe. Unfortunately, going to fall there, but they do know where that player is. Call's able to pick up another kill, even this out at 2v2, but unfortunately going to fall to Prowler. So Kobe last alive here in a 1v2. We've already seen one 1v2 tonight. Are we going to see another one here? He spots his Snatch on that American tank, but all Snatch has got to do is just lay down. He's got plenty of time to kill, the players on the other side of the map, and we see Prowler with that reposition, watching towards that dark. They are going to spot him, so Kobe pretty much needed a miracle there to win that, and that's just a good round from the side of London. You get those first 2 kills, and you take advantage of it. You would really hate to get the first couple kills and not win the round, so they do a good job of capitalizing on those first bloods.
Yeah, great capitalization there. They get up an offensive round to the side of Paris. They get that offensive round right back. We thought maybe Calls could make a play, but he goes for that chow. Unfortunately, both players are there, so then it's just Kobe left on his own. Isn't able to quite finish off the first kill. So great round from the London team there, kind of playing their lives, playing their team advantage, and ultimately winning that round. And it looks like we're going to see Kobe getting pretty aggressive towards this B Street. The bomb's right behind him, so we're going for a B hit again from the side of the Paris team. Those nades are going to come out and kind of stall them up a little bit, and we're seeing a little bit of a square off mid. I don't know if both players are on the mid tank, or it looks like maybe number 3, that's Eli, is in the DVD corner. So maybe we might see a play coming through there. We see Cerebral able to get that first blood for the side of London. Snatches here playing in square is going to get picked off, and it's going to be left up to Cerebral and Prowler here to kind of watch the cross, and we're going to see number 8, Twin, kind of rotating over. But we see a lot of good map presence from the side of Paris here, as they're looking to kind of try to make this bomb push towards the B site. We see Eli getting another kill mid there, and it's ultimately going to be Cerebral left in a 1v3 here to try to keep their hopes alive in this. Yeah, no, not going to do it. So Letdowns going to take the lead in this map 3-2.
Paris Letdowns just doing what they need to on that offensive round. Really nothing special, just playing exactly what they need to here on Invasion. Uh, and we've seen quite a few offensive rounds at this point already from the side of Paris. I believe that's two of them from them. So this is kind of looking, not like your standard Invasion S&D sometimes where it's always defensive rounds, but this is pretty much exactly like we saw the 6-star S&D in map 2. Just back and forth, teams pretty much winning every other round. And it'll be an interesting one because last time London were able to pick it up in the middle of the map and hop to that early 5-3 lead. Can we see Paris do the same thing? Unfortunately, Calls is going to fall to Snatch, going to give that first blood advantage over to London. They're going to have that player advantage on this attacking round, which can be huge. And this will be a big positioning from the side of Kobe here as he's top broken. Fortunately, as I say that, I'm going to caster curse him and get him killed top broken. That's going to be a 4v2 for the side of London here. As they looks like they're going to be going towards that A site. Not sure if anybody has spotted T Diddy out on that bridge, but Eli is last alive on this tractor, and we have some interesting timing here. Not seeing that player on the tank. Unfortunately, does see the rest of the players there. They're going to smoke off tank or not tank. Or smoke off tractor. Eli able to get 2 kills before he falls, which is going to put T Diddy in a 1v2. His bomb is going to go down here shortly.
Yeah, the London team isn't scrambling to grab this bomb, so T Diddy in a really good spot to hold both these players off the bomb. He's going to unfortunately chow off sandbags. He's going to win a big one, and unfortunately he's going to get traded out, being weak from that gunfight. So, good round from the side of London there to kind of bait T Diddy out. If he would have stayed on that sandbags heady, we might have been a different story because it's very difficult to get that player off that head glitch. And both these players had to kind of chow for that bomb. Unfortunately, Paris Letdowns probably don't know that that's bombed down right there next to that tank out in the open. So unfortunately, he gives up some good map positioning there and is going to get traded out. And we're tied up 3-3. So we're going right back to where we started. Each team needs to win 3 rounds to continue their season. We're going to see the Paris team here starting off on this offensive side, looking to make their way towards that B side of the map pretty aggressively right off the gate. Prowler staying posted up in his mid positioning. We're going to see Kobe able to get the first blood there, able to get a big second kill as well. Just a great 2-piece from him. We see Cerebral posted up on the tractor. He's ultimately going to get chowed by all 3 of these players, so it's going to be left to Twin once again in a 1v4. Is going to get chowed from mid, and the Paris Letdowns are going to win that offensive round. And boy, I said on Invasion S&D, the defenses are what matters. Apparently, just tonight, Invasion is an offensive only map because we saw 2 offensive round wins on the control, and every single one of these teams is winning their offensive rounds, it seems like. So just a very back and forth map here so far, as the London team is going to take the advantage up 4-3, or the Paris team is going to take the advantage up 4-3 in this map number 5.
Yeah, and this is really probably the most important round of this game right here. From the side of London, you got to win this to tie it up 4-3. You do not want to go down 5-3. Any little mistake after that as your season over, and you really don't want that, especially in a map 5 here. We do see Calls getting a kill on Prowler. That's going to be pretty unfortunate for the side of London. Twin able to get that trade out on Kobe, so we do have some even gunfights, but T Diddy able to get that trade, make that a 3v2 from the side of Paris Letdowns, and Snatch and Cerebral kind of left alone here. They do pick up bomb towards mid. They don't have anything working. Snatch able to get 1 kill here, even this up to a 2v2 as these players kind of look to regroup over here. We do have 1 player up on top of Dark and Cafe. That's T Diddy. He might make a great play here. Unfortunately, going to look the wrong way. Snatch able to sneak in, and he's going to have no idea that T Diddy is here. And so Cerebral, if he tries to go through this cafe, he's going to be a little trapped here. We do see kind of a trade and a bait coming in from Snatch and the side of Cerebral, so that is a great play from them to make this a 2v1.
Yeah, great player from the side of London there. They're both going to cross over to this A site, but they don't know that Eli's here. And just great timing there. Is able to turn after that trophy, get the kill. London's going to tie this map up 4-4, and we're just seeing the back and forth all the way on this series. Another offensive round win on Invasion Search. Really great start from Snatch here, starting off this map 10-4, doing a lot for his team so far. And this is just anybody's game. I mean, if one of these 2 teams starts to pick up these defensive wins, it could lead to success. I mean, that's kind of been the differentiating factor here, is that these offensive rounds have been going through. So maybe you need to play just a little bit different on defense than what you've been doing to kind of try to force the other team to try to make a mistake. But we're seeing a pretty standard setup here. From the side of London and from the side of Paris, we see kind of a fan out from the side of Paris looking to kind of just find their opening, get that first blood, and make their way to a bomb site. The side of London just kind of posting up players on that B point and on this A point, just trying to hold off this Paris letdown push towards this A bomb site, which it looks like it's going to be coming down to pretty heavily. We see Calls making the first chow, unable to read Prowler there, but they are going to get the trade as Kobe's pushed up just a little bit on that A street. And the bomb site's free now. Kobe again, just another big two-piece for him. Snatch is going to be able to kind of tie things up here 2v2, but Cerebral's kind of trying to watch the back push out. But it looks like Kobe might have seen him. Kobe, 3 kills in the round. 1 player left from the side of London. Can Kobe get the ace? Is T Diddy going to steal it? 30 seconds left to defuse this bomb. T Diddy's going to go down. Snatch left in a 1v1 against Kobe for the ace. Has to defuse the bomb as well. Snatch is reading him. Kobe's going to win it. What a play out of Kobe there. Really able to do everything for his team right there to keep their advantage, the advantage in their favor. So just a humongous round from Kobe there, and the Paris letdowns, able to take control of the series. They're on map point and match point. This is just going to go down to the wire. I don't know what's going to happen next. Paris could win the series right here, or London could have a big bounce back, and we could be looking at a round 11 here.
Yeah, man. I thought London had that round there. They played B super slow, really just trying to let Paris come right into their arms. But unfortunately, Paris are gonna kind of read that go A here. So from the side of London, we'll see what they're capable of here in this round 10. They do need a win here to keep their season alive. If they lose, they are done for the season. They're playing a little slow, kind of as expected. You don't want to get into trouble here, and you just want to play smart.
Yeah, playing smart's really the goal here. I think that was some team shots coming in from Calls onto that player mid tank. Twins able to get that first blood. Big gunfight win on that player back courtyard. So London's going to have the advantage here, and they're going to be looking to capitalize on that as their players are still kind of fanned out through this rugs DVD area. And I'm not sure if number 7 saw Kobe go into that corner. We haven't seen any real conversion onto that player, so he might not have seen him, and he could be holding it down. But we see the rest of the London team trying to make their way up B Street. Calls is going to get not 1 kill. He's going to get traded out by Twin there. Twin's going to get taken down by the player back on the ice cream heady. Cerebral is going to see the player DVD, going to go for the chow, looking for him. Unfortunately, he's going to lose Kobe. Kobe's left in a 1v3 here for his team. He's going to push out, able to get 1 kill, going to get traded out. We're going to round 11. It's time. Bring out the gong. It's win this round or go home for one of these two teams.
Yeah, you couldn't get any more exciting than a round 11 in the quarterfinal here for the Silver 2 bracket in CRL Summer MW3 season. Like we said, this is the last season for MW3. This is a win this search and destroy round or go home. Really, just got to be the most nerve-wracking round of your season right here. And so we'll see Paris on this attacking side. Is this a cursing or is this a curse, or is it a blessing here? We've seen a lot of offensive wins, so we'll see if London can do anything different to maybe switch the tides of that one. We do see number 6 getting aggressive towards this mid tank, but Paris looks like they're going to be going towards that B site. We do see Cerebral and Snatch setting up here on tank and ice cream heady, ready for this B push.
Yeah, we saw some shots coming down from Calls. He's going to get picked off from Dark, so that's going to be life advantage to the side of London. And unfortunately, with the presence that they got, most of the Paris players are kind of trapped over in that broken area with players watching the cross. London's doing a really good job of playing their lives here. They're not giving up any of their positioning. Prowler's still posted up mid-tank. Eli's trying to come over to get some info to try to help his players out of that broken side of the map. But I think this play is going to be on Snatch if they decide to commit towards this B site as he's posted up on Tractor, just kind of watching. Paris is playing patiently, hoping that somebody peeks out, gets antsy. We see a play start to develop. Some shots going down to Kobe on Dark is going to get picked off. Another player goes down. It's T Diddy left in a 1v3. Is going to get taken down. That's going to be the map to the London Royale with Cheese, and that's going to be the series as well. So London is advancing to the next round of this silver pre-made bracket. So shout out to them. A great ending to those two maps. We saw a great comeback